Thanks for joining us on Teach We Read Productions again. This is going to be a recap video for the first session that we were not able to record. So if you'd like to be caught up on for the second session, you can listen to this. It's got a little information. Not too much was done in the first session, so it's going to be pretty easy to go over. Right now we have 6 characters. We have Captain Jack, Biggins, Dingus, Brinks, Alvarin, and Roddick. And they're all members, the rest of the characters are members of Captain Jack's crew. He owns the Dusty Dame, which is just a basic little merchant ship, nothing special. And where it starts is in Waterdeep. We start in Waterdeep. They arrive early morning in Waterdeep, just as dawn's breaking, and as they arrive at the dock, 2 associates associated with Captain Jack tell Captain Jack that his boss wants to see him, which his boss is named Mistress Trillo. She's a drow woman with crimson red hair. So they go and meet his boss. The rest of the characters stay on the ship. Captain Jack and Biggins are the only ones that actually go meet her. And Dingus sneaks behind them, trying to stay hidden. And as they meet with Mistress Trillo, she basically tells them her main shipping operation is being threatened. Somebody is coming in on her territory, and she wants Captain Jack to figure out who it is and to stop them or give her the information. And for payment for that would be to release him from the debt his family has accrued through her, which would basically mean that he would be free to do what he wants again, and his father would be free, and it would just be better. Well, she spies Dingus hiding behind a couple barrels a few feet away, I guess you would say, because, he didn't roll very well. And she calls him over and then throws out that she knows that Dingus is actually wanted in the city of Neverwinter by a noble. And none of them really know what he's wanted for yet at this point, but he is wanted with 1,000 gold bounty. So she basically says, we can do this job, you can help me, I can help you, or she can turn him in and then Captain Jack will just still keep working. Well, he takes the job, they have a drink on it, pretty much everything goes pretty smooth. One of the associates that brought them to Mr. Strullo does not like Jack and just basically scoffs at him and scoffs at the idea of her even giving him the opportunity to work this off. And there's a real big tension between those two because he considers Jack as a pet to Mr. Strullo more than an actual working partner, or her favorite is how he put it. So basically they go around Waterdeep to start trying to find any information on where the shipments are going, which are emeralds. And the emeralds come from the island that Roderick is from. And the whole deal is that Captain Jack was transporting emeralds from that island to Mistress Trillo in Waterdeep, and he was the only one doing it. So someone else coming in is really putting a strain on her operations. And the emeralds are actually magical. They can be used for certain things, such as spell storing. They can be used in creating airships as binding gems. The main thing they're used for by Roderick's people, and this is his kind of story why he's with Captain Jack, is to master the lycanthropy. And he lives on the island with a whole tribe of different races, but they're all some type of lycanthrope. And they're able to master it through the power of these gems, and they don't understand it. They don't understand why, but they stayed there and kept living, and they embrace the fact that they're lycanthropes, and they have controlled it instead of, acting as if it's a curse. And it's still a curse, but to them, they're acting like it was a gift more than anything. And there's a lot more story involved with that backstory, but we haven't gotten a whole lot into it, and hope in session 2 we still didn't get into a lot of it. So hopefully it will be revealed later, a lot of information on that. So they go around trying to find maybe some information, go to the local taverns, go to just start kind of fishing around for information. They start talking about a place called Skullport and trying to find information on it. And two of the individuals in the tavern actually get up and leave as they're talking to the bartender about it. Well, they try to follow them, and they turn down an alley and disappeared. Uh, the party ended up trying to search for them. They couldn't find hide nor hair of them. They seen puddles of water on the ground, but there was nothing around that would cause water. And then after that, they went back to the tavern and try to figure out maybe trying to figure out something about the merchants maybe going in and out and stuff like that. And that's when they found out that the merchants had been attacked by highwaymen on the road to Daggerford. So they decide, okay, let's go check that out. So they go and check that out. And as they go into Daggerford, they make it all the way to Daggerford without any problems, really. Nothing attacking them, no one jumping them for nothing. Well, when they get close to Daggerford, they see black smoke rising from the town or the little village, whichever. And so they go and proceed to investigate. Well, the others stay back, and one of the rangers, which is Alvarin, decided to scout up a little bit, and then he comes back to report. Him and Roderick actually went to scout, excuse me. Him and Roderick actually went to scout, and then he comes back to report while Roderick stays behind and then proceeds to go closer to the city and sees that there's bodies laying outside the city and the gates are crushed down. So he runs up and tries to check the bodies and stuff, and that's when all of the people jump up and hold him at knife point and escort him inside the town. And so, of course, as the other members of the party are coming up, they see this happening. Well, they get pulled in, and they go in a little further while Roderick's being taken in. And Roderick actually meets with Captain Grolick, who is a half orc and basically running the town now because he's the only one left. Their mayor was killed, and the original captain was killed, and there's really no one else to lead besides Grolick. That's what he's telling Roderick. And that the bandits came in the middle of the night and just burned everything and then ran. Like, that's all he really told them, was that they attacked, killed a few of them, made sure to kill the mayor, and then they ran. So he asked them if they'd help track the bandits, and they agreed. So he told them that they headed east into the marshland near the swamps, and the party ended up following out that way. And they were tracking out that way and then ran into some dog moles that they had fought, 3 dog moles that they ended up fighting. And as they killed the last one, a dog mole juggernaut showed up and put Biggins, their main fighter right now, down, and he was pretty bad off at that moment, but they were able to finish the fight up and get Biggins back on his feet by using Goodberry, which they use a lot right now. And so then they moved on to the tree line, which was close to them, and made camp for the night. And basically that's pretty much it for that session. So hopefully you can watch this, get a little bit bit of information. There wasn't a whole lot in this video, and there's not a whole lot that they did. So the second session coming up that I'm going to post is going to be a lot more. There's a lot more in it. There's a lot more information and stuff that went on. So hopefully that will be a lot more enjoyable to watch instead of this recap, because you'll actually have the players there playing. We'll be rolling dice. We'll be talking. We'll be having a lot of fun. So, and it's live in person, so that's always good. That's pretty much it for this video. So thank you if you've watched this video, and if you like to see our D&D game, it's fixing to be uploaded. So thank you a lot, guys. Take it easy.